Joy is a generational blessing. So I want you to grab a pen today and let's talk about why joy is a generational blessing. Joy honors the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. Your joy is a manifestation of the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. When you choose joy, you are living proof that their prayers and their work and their resilience was not in vain. Joy breaks cycles of survival mode. We've been talking about survival mode. Joy breaks those cycles of survival mode. Many generations before us, they did the things we talked about. We talked about code switching. We talked about crossing over. We talked about like those Jim Crow era laws. We talked about all of those things that were done as acts of survival, solely as acts of survival. That's how many of our ancestors had to live before us. Choosing joy shifts the legacy. We move from just getting by to thriving and creating new norms for those of us who come after us. Like some of the things that our children do or see with balance, there are things that we could only imagine. And they are the things that let our generations before us know that their work, their stride was not in vain. Joy is healing to generational trauma. Joy is healing to generational trauma. Joy is medicine. That laughter, that joy, that moment, that authentic joy that originates, that comes down, it soothes the wounds passed down through silence, through struggle, through oppression, things that you were holding on into your body. I was talking to somebody today and she just started to weep as we did a practice. And I said, we talked about sadness and we talked about some of the things that weigh on us. And she said, I feel like it's a release. Because sometimes when you get into situations, you are releasing things you didn't even realize you were holding on to. You are releasing those things. So that is medicine to your soul. And when we embrace joy, we're not just healing ourselves. We are creating a ripple effect of emotional freedom. So our children and our children's children will experience that. They will feel it. Our nieces and our great nieces and great nephews, they will feel it. Woo God. And I really had to write this one down. Joy creates a legacy of wholeness. Because just like trauma can be passed down, so can joy. So can joy. And so can peace. And so can self-worth. Those are the things that you can pass down to your children, your children's children, pass over to your nephew, your nieces, and your generations to come after you. Every joyful moment you create becomes a memory, a model, if you will, and a mindset for the next generation to mirror. Yep. And the last thing I want to share with you today is that joy reminds us that we are more than what we have survived. We are more than what we have survived. Your lineage is rich with laughter, with love, and creativity and strength. Your lineage is rich with it, is rich with it. Joy reminds us that we are not defined by our pain, but by our power. Sit with that part. We are not defined by our pain, but by our power. And the only thing that can prevail with that is if people make us believe that we don't have power. But the fact that it is passed on through our power is a legacy worth passing on. I want you to drop a heart if any of this resonated with you today. Please make sure you subscribe, share this video with a friend, anybody who you know who has been talking or who may just need a moment of joy, some upliftment to their spirit, just a reminder of the goodness that is surrounding us, that God has placed in our midst, that it's not coincidence or chance that you ran into this video. So share it with others. Have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow for 100 Days of Joy.